Boom, it is lit, guys. Welcome to the final night of Skills Camp. Again, one more time, if you've gotten value so far over the past few days, drop some fire in the chat box. If you got some nuggets, you got some gems, you got something that you believe is valuable enough to take you and your organization to the next level. I love teaching, I love training, I love helping people get to the places or have the information to get to the places that I've been to, right? That's what it's all about. See, in this business, what you got to become is a tour guide and not a travel agent. See, here's what a travel agent does. A travel agent is somebody that books travel to places that they've never been before. But a tour guide is one who is actually in the field with you, in the trenches with you. And they can show you what way to go around the Amazon. They can show you what way to move around Barbados, around London, because why? They're there. They're in the trenches. They're not just in Atlanta sitting in the crib booking travel for people for places that they've never been. A tour guide is somebody that's showing you step by step on how to do it. So you want to apply this information so that you can be the tour guide for your organization. Like I just said, guys, notes with no application equals no money. You got to apply this stuff. No knowledge is yours until you apply it. It's not yours until you apply it. And watch this, information is only as good as the last person that is transferred to. Write that down. Information is only as good as the last person that is transferred to. See, this information for me is really valuable because I can transfer. Right now, we have over 250 people on the line on a Friday night at 10:20. You guys could be doing anything. You could be at a bar. You could be Netflixing and chilling. You could be playing Call of Duty. You could be playing 2K. But you're here. So that means you're already qualified to go to the next level because, man, a big part of success, a large part of success is just showing up. Absolutely. The Lakers will be winning the game tonight. So we should be wrapping up right about time when the game is over, and we'll watch the Lakers get their celebratory on and pop some champagne and win some do some interviews and all that. The Heat don't stand a chance tonight. I would have had on my Lakers shirt, but I wore it to work out today, right? And I had to take it off. It's dirty. But I would have wore it for the call tonight. But here's the deal, guys. I'm super excited to be on this line, man. The final night, again, everybody, even me, we've all gotten information this week that can help us take our businesses to the next level, but we got to apply it. And so tonight, what I want to dive into is more so building, like how to contextually apply this stuff to your organization from a building standpoint, from a practical standpoint. Do me a favor. If you're not a Platinum 1000 on the line tonight, drop a 1K in the chat if you're not a Platinum 1000, because the large part of this training is for you, right? It's for you. It's to show you how to go Platinum 1000. Now watch this. If you are Platinum 1000, this training is for you as well. Because for you to go Chairman 10, guess what you need? You need to reproduce yourself 7 to 10 more times so that you can create Platinum 1000, 7 to 10 of them, and then you'll go Chairman 10. So it doesn't matter what your rank is. You have to understand the steps, the play, as my good brother Justin Owens would say. The play, you got to understand the play so that you can win the game, so that you can become a Platinum 1000 and then begin to teach it to other people. Now, here's the thing about the play that I'm about to share with you. David has taught many people this play. He taught myself to play. He's taught Justin to play. He's taught the Garrisons to play. He's taught Chad to play. He's taught all of his chairmen to play. It's the same play. But here's the thing. The play doesn't change. You know what changes? The people that run it. And when I was playing football, it was so crazy. We would be in practice, and the coaches, they would run plays that they know that the opposing team, like let's say I'm on defense. The defense will call plays that's set up to stop what the offense is doing. And sometimes the offense would run plays that's set up to beat what the defense is doing, right? It's set up that way. But it was so crazy that the first team, the starters, could go out there and execute the play properly. But then the second team or the third team could come in and they could run the same exact play versus the same exact offense or the same exact defense, but the play doesn't turn out the same. Why? It was the same play, but it was different players. So the play does not change. The only thing that changes is the people that run it. So tonight we're going to jump into the play. And so over the course of this week, guess what you've learned? You've learned how to invite. You've learned how to prospect. You've learned about personality types. You've learned how to be a consultant and not a salesman. You've learned all the skill sets and the intangibles. You've learned how to promote. You've learned all the skill sets and intangibles that are needed, right, for you to actually run the play that I'm about to show you real quick. And so the majority of you should already know the play. You already know the play, but the question is, are you applying the play? Have you been applying the play? So here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. We talked about the list. So at this moment, everybody should already have a list. We talked about having people on your list that are successful, people on your list that have a pleasing personality, that are people, or a people's person. I said a people. I almost did it again. A people's person on your list. Who do you know that's a people's person? Who do you know that has a level of influence? Who do you know that has won in life, that's been successful before? Who do you know that has a large network? Who do you know that is looking for an opportunity, that needs an opportunity? Who do you know in those type of lanes, right? Because you want to start building your list, because everything that I'm going to talk about is going to be hard for you to do it without a list. So let me move my handy dandy whiteboard up just a little bit more so we can see. Boom. Let me try to get the glare out the screen. There we go. Awesome. So if you're locked in, let me know you're locked in the chat. Just say, hey, something, whatever you want to say to let me know that you, my friend, are locked in. There we go. I see them coming in on this lovely night. So watch this now. The very first thing that you got to get done, without question, this is non-negotiable. You have to do this, right? You can either make money fast or you can make money slow. Now, I don't think this is a get rich quick opportunity or a get rich quick scheme or anything like that. But who wants to get rich slow? Nobody. So the very first thing that David told me when I sat down with him August 15th at what restaurant were we at? We were at what's that place called? Right there by Lenox Mall. It'll come back to me. I know the name of the place, but I just forgot it that fast. We were at this restaurant, and this is exactly what he told me. Now watch this. What he tells everybody, normal people, regular people, don't matter, you're part-time or what he's going to tell you for you to go Platinum 1000, these are the numbers that you want to know. The first thing that you want to do is enroll, boom, 12 to 15 customers. That's non-negotiable. That's what you got to do. Enroll 12 to 15. Now, I know it's kind of flipped because of the Zoom and all that, but just follow me, right? Enroll 12 to 15 customers. That's what you want to do. And here's why you want to enroll 12 to 15 customers, right? The reason why is because you need something to work with. You need something to work with. Now, what David told me, and this is what I'm going to tell the person on the line who's really serious, who really wants to make money, who really wants to take their organization to the next level. What you want to do, you want to go out there and sponsor 20 people as quickly as possible. That's what you want to do. You want to sponsor 20 people as quickly as you possibly can, because that's going to set you up for success, and it's going to give you numbers to work with. So you got your list, you know how to invite, you know how to get people plugged in, you know how to edify, you know how to do it through a call, you know all the intangible stuff because you just spent 3 days learning it, right? But this is what you got to do. This is how you apply this stuff. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to enroll 12 to 15, or I'm going to just go hard and I'm going to enroll 20. Because again, the more people I enroll, right, the better my chances are at identifying who my talent in my organization is going to be, right? And essentially, like I told you guys on the call the other day, the purpose of your list is really primarily to sort. You want to find the right ones. And as you go through these numbers, what you're looking to identify is 3 to 5 people that you can help go Platinum 150. So this is the next thing you want to write down. I got to identify 3 to 5, boom, P150s. Boom. I got to identify 3 to 5 Platinum 150, because when this happens, this, my friends, is going to give me the structure and right at the numbers that I need to become a Platinum 1000. See, the play is very simple. The play is very duplicatable. But you know what changes? Just the people that run the play. See, David gave me the same play. He's giving all the chairmen the same play. Everybody has the same play. Enroll 12 to 15, and I'm going to help 3 to 5 of those individuals go platinum 150. Because once that happens, guys, once that takes place, I'm a platinum 1000. And now I have the credibility to show other individuals how to go platinum 1000. That's all platinum 1000 is. See, people think that it's something harder than that, and it's really not. Right? And there's 2 ways. Remember, you can get platinum 1000 done. See, you can go fast or you can go slow. I just gave you the fast way. A way that you can do it without depending on the efforts of a whole lot of people, without depending on the list of a whole lot of people. But, you know, everything doesn't work for everybody. Everything don't work. See, in the playbook, when I was in college or high school, whenever I played the game, there wasn't just one play. There were multiple plays. But you have some plays that have a higher percentage of stopping the offense or stopping the defense or advancing on the defense or stopping the offense, right? And then you have some plays that have a lower percentage rate. But here's the thing, the plays still work. So that's the most efficient way for you to go platinum 1000. Now, watch this. That's not the only play. That's just the play that I taught. I mean, that I was taught. I learned and I applied. But in the course of me building this business for the past 3 years, I have also figured out other ways to hit ranks, other ways to build the business as well. Now watch this. The simplest way, the easiest way, the most duplicatable way to go platinum 1000 is what I'm about to show you. But watch this though. When you do it this way, you really have to understand how to work through people. You really have to understand how to do what I call taproot through people's networks. You really have to understand the power of launching people to do it this way. You really have to understand how to do an effective 3-way call, how to get people enrolled in the business for other people to do it this way. Because if you don't do it the right way, you'll be waiting forever to go platinum 1000. Watch this. When somebody enrolls in the business, you sign up 3 customers, you're a platinum 150. Boom. That's platinum 150. 1, 2, 3. I'm now platinum 150. I'm earning $150 per month in income. Now watch this. All I gotta do to go platinum 600 is do what? Help this person enroll their 3. Help this person enroll their 3. And help this person enroll their 3. You know what that is? That's platinum 600. So you can either enroll 12 to 15 yourself and go platinum 600 by yourself, or you can just help 3 get 3. But to do that, you have to be efficient. You have to be effective. You have to understand launching. You got to understand helping people, getting through their list, going through their list and all that. Because this, my friends, can take a long time. Waiting on other people, taproot through people, that can take time if you're not experienced at doing it. But this is very simple. I help 3, get 3. I'm a platinum 600. Now watch this. The next thing that I have to do is identify 2 to 3 people that I'm going to help duplicate this process. That's all I got to do. Now I got to identify 2 to 3 people that I'm going to help do exactly what I just did. So if I identify number 2 and I identify number 3, I'm going to take them through the same exact process that I just did so that they can go platinum 600. When they go platinum 600, guess what I now have? I now have 12 in one leg, 12 in another leg, and 6 in another leg. And guess where I am now? I'm now a platinum 1000. Very simple. Did that make sense? Was that clear? Let me know in the chat box if that was clear and that makes sense. Because here's the deal, family. That's the only way that I've been taught. These are the only 2 ways that I know to go platinum 1000. I don't know anything else. It's very simple. But what's simple to do is also simple not to do, right? But if you want to move with speed, if you want to give yourself people to work with, then I wouldn't just think about doing it this way. Yeah, this is cool because it's duplication, but I wouldn't allow myself to be limited by only enrolling 3 customers. Let's say I still did want to run the play this way. You know what I'm still going to do? I'm still going to enroll 12 to 15. I'm still going to do that. See, the reason why is because you have to give yourself people to work with. Because again, like we talked about the other day, this, my friends, is a sorting game. It's a sorting game. And if I only enroll 3 people, these 3 individuals, they could be bums. They could be, you know, some people that can only give me 2 or 3. But if I enroll 12 to 15, I'm now giving myself more people that I can work with, more people that I can now launch in business. Now watch this. Let me get this off the board. Watch this. Now, what's the process of getting that done though? For every person that I enroll in a business, what's the process of getting this done? What is my process of helping somebody go platinum 150? What is my process of helping somebody go platinum 600? Well, the first thing that I got to do, guys, I got to help the people that I enroll. I have to help them get results ASAP. Boom. I got to help them get results as soon as possible. Without a doubt, I got to help them get results, because if somebody doesn't get results, they don't have any belief. And if somebody doesn't have any belief, then they can't take action. If somebody doesn't take action, then they can't get any results. So it's going to be hard for somebody, just a normal person who's never done network marketing before, never been an entrepreneur before. It's going to be hard for them to go out there and enroll 3, 5, 7, 10 people if they don't have results. That's why the first thing that you got to do when you start enrolling customers in your business is help them get results from trading, right? Whether it's HFX, whether it's DL Woods calls it classic Forex, right? Whether it's digital currency, whatever you got to do, you want to help people get results as quickly as possible. Because this leads me to one of my favorite questions. Remember, I don't want to have to tell anybody what to do. I just want to ask questions to open up their mentality and then create dialogue. We can now have a conversation. So I don't want to have to tell you that you need to go platinum 150. I'm going to ask you a question after I help you get results. And guess what my question is going to be? You want to write this down. When you help somebody get results from a product, whether it's Hourglass, whether it's the harmonic scanner, whether it's a signals chat, whatever, once you see them numbers on their phone and you know they've made money, matter of fact, you want to make sure they make money, because when they join you, when you place a trade, you want to make sure that they place a trade as well. If you're taking the trade, you want to make sure they're taking the trade as well. Don't be selfish and you take the trade by yourself. Make sure your brand new customers are taking the trade too. Because watch this, you as a sponsor, you have a responsibility to lead people across the bridge. And the bridge, I mean, is the bridge of death. See, you only have 72 hours for somebody to be in your business before they start losing excitement after they don't get results. See, after 72 hours, if somebody hasn't gotten results, if somebody doesn't know where the academy is at, if somebody doesn't know where the community is at, their excitement drops by 10 to 25% every single day. They won't be as excited as they were when they first joined the opportunity. That's why you have to do this immediately. That's why I said do it ASAP. Get them results ASAP. Because once you do that, you cannot ask them the killer question. Everybody will get you a list. Everybody will start, reaching out to people, because it is now going to register in their mind. And here's the question that you've been waiting for, that you're saying like, bro, give me the question. Here's the question. Here's the question. Y'all waiting, y'all like, damn, where the question at? The question is, how many people do you know that don't know how to do what you just did? How many people do you know that don't know how to do what you just did? Because think about that for a minute. I want you to answer that question. How many people do you know that don't know how to do what you just did this week in terms of you copying and pasting, in terms of you being on Go Live? What do you think they're going to say? They're going to be like, dang, nobody know how. You mean the harmonic scanner? Nobody knows how to do that. You mean hourglass? Nobody knows how to do that. See, I don't necessarily have to, tell or force a whole lot of people to get a list, because I'm going to ask them a question to make them want to get a list. How many people do you know that don't know how to do that? Another question I really love to ask people: who do you know that I should know? Who do you know that I should know? This is after they get results, though. So you can't ask these questions until they've gotten results. So once they get results, you can now ask the question. Boom. You can now ask the question. And they're going to say, man, listen, I know this person. Or they're going to say, listen, nobody knows how to do this. And then guess what you're going to say? Well, listen, out of that whole lot of nobodies that you know that don't know how to do this, how about we just get a quick list of, 15 or 20 names that we can start working with? And guess what you start doing? You go through that whole exposure process that we just talked about yesterday. Peak interest, show the plan, three-way call. But watch this. That's not all you want to do. See, for my people that have some level of experience and that are confident with doing a presentation, this is what you want to do. You want to launch them. You want to launch them. And what do I mean by launch? See, for me, the definition of launch is somebody getting a face on the flyer and they're hosting a presentation and somebody else is showing the presentation for them. They come on and do a testimonial, and then we close the presentation. We end the presentation. It's a done deal. That's what a launch is. Now watch this. How many times do you want to do that? You want to do that 4 times. Because when you do this process 4 times, I guarantee you, they're going to enroll a minimum of anywhere between 3 to 5. Minimum. Without a doubt, they're going to at least enroll 3 to 5. I see it's a glare on the screen. Forgive me. Right? Boom. 3 to 5. So when I enroll somebody, I'm going to help them get results immediately. Once they get results, I'm going to ask them the number one question. How many people do you know that don't know how to do this? Nobody. Nobody knows how to do this. Listen, out of that list, out of that group of nobodies, don't you think we can find, watch this, don't you think, do you believe that we can find maybe 15 to 20 people that we can share this opportunity with? And then you start working 3-way calls. You start doing some 3-way calls. The reason why you want to do 3-way calls is because not everybody is going to join from these 3-way calls. The reason why you're doing these 3-way calls is so that you can have some people to invite to the launch. Because remember, it takes on average 4 to 6 exposures to get somebody plugged into the business. So if I could just knock out a couple of 3-ways with maybe 15 to 20 people, 10, 15 people, 7 to 10 people, who cares the number? I just need to knock out some 3-ways. I need to expose some people. See, the more people that I expose, the more people that I can enroll in the business. See, without exposures, there can be no enrollments. I got to expose people to get them plugged in. So I want to do this after the person has gotten results. Why? Because you got to strike the iron while it's hot. See, when people are excited, when people just made their first $20, $50, $100, $5, it doesn't matter, right? They know that it works. And that's all people want to know, because when they join you, they really don't know if this works. They really don't. They don't know if this works. They see it working for other people, but they really don't know if it can work for them. That's why most individuals come into the opportunity skeptical. So you got to help them get results. Then you ask them the question. Then you knock out some 3-ways, and then you launch their business. But you don't just launch it one time. You don't just have their face on the flyer one time. Watch this now. Most people have never been celebrated before. Most people have never seen their face on the flyer before. Never. Some of you guys on the call, you haven't even been on the flyer yet. So you don't even know what that feeling looks like of getting a flyer made and all that. You've never done it before. But when you do it, guess what you now do? You take ownership of your business. See, it's cool and all to, get people plugged into a 7:30 opportunity call and all that. But I'm trying to show you how to become a leader so that you can go chairman 10. See, I didn't say go chairman 10 and become a leader, because leadership shows up before chairman 10 shows up. And there's some things that you got to do early in the process so that you can now teach it to other people. because you want your business to be duplicatable. And if you haven't launched your business, how can you expect to go chairman 10 and you have other people launching theirs? So it's very important that you launch your business. You get your face on the flyer. You find, I like to call it a workout partner. That's what I call it. You find a workout partner. You find somebody in your upline, somebody in your crossline that can help you launch your business, that can show the plan for you. But you're the host. You're the host. And watch this. The job of a host, most people don't know this. They just host and they edify and just bring the person on. But see, your job as a host is very important. Even when you're not doing a call, your role cannot go unnoticed. You don't just want to get on the call and just introduce the person. No, guess what you got to do? You got to tell your story. And your story has a few parts to it. Here's what your story has in it when you're hosting, or even when you're showing the plan, but when you're hosting, you have to be, pretty quick. You don't want to be long-winded and all that. Here's what you want to know. Here's what you want to tell the audience. Tell the people on the Zoom or at the event. You want to let them know what you were doing before you started the opportunity. So before you started trading, before you started with the company, you got to let them know what you were doing before that, or what you're doing in the midst of doing this. And then you want to let them know why you got started. Let them know why. So I was doing this before and, this wasn't working. And, this is why I got started in the opportunity. Right? And then it goes from the why you got started in the opportunity to what you're learning, what kind of success that you're currently seeing in the opportunity. And then it goes to where you see yourself going because of the opportunity. And watch this, who you're working with, which is the person that's doing the call for you. So let me give you a little example. Remember, I'm hosting. What's going on, guys? Welcome to my call. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. For those that don't know me, my name is Riyad Jones. I'm 27. And man, I'm super excited that you guys are on the call because you're about to see some information that I saw just a short while ago that's helped me, really change my life. Before I got started in this, I was sleeping on a twin-size bed at my parents' house, and I was broke as a joke, really couldn't afford free ward, and I was looking for something that could change my life, and I found it. Right? I found it. I got tired of being in that situation, and when this opportunity came across my desk, I said, man, this could be the thing that changes my life. And over the past, 3 weeks or so that I've been plugged in, I've been learning a lot, and I've been plugged into the training session that you're about to learn about. I've been making money from copying and pasting, and the community that I'm a part of, they're really showing me step by step on how to do it. And that's why I wanted to put this call together so that each and every single one of you guys could hear what it is that I'm doing that I believe is going to change my life. Currently, I'm still new, I'm still learning, but I'm so excited. I couldn't even wait to tell you guys about this information. But more importantly, the gentleman that I'm about to bring up on the call, he's somebody that has been helping me throughout the whole entire process, been showing me step by step on how to do it. He's been plugged in now for about 2 years, so he knows 100% of the information. And because he's helping me, I have no doubt that he can help you guys. So this call shouldn't be too long. If you guys can, just make sure your phones are muted, pay close attention. And I want to bring up my mentor, David Monetier. And I'm muting my line. That's what you're supposed to do when you host. And I've done so many launch calls for people that don't really know that. And they're just, get on there and what's up, guys? I'm glad y'all are here today. And I got my mentor on the line. He's going to break down everything that we're doing. And, I just hope you guys are listening. Hope you see some value. Riyad, you there? And now, and I got to come on and bring the energy. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand the power of hosting so that your launch can go successful. Remember, it's all about edification. You got to edify the opportunity. Edify yourself to a certain degree. Tell your story. See, your story is so important. The reason why your story is so important because your story makes you relatable. There are going to be people that are listening to your Zoom call, listening to your in-home meeting that are in the same position as you are. But if they don't hear that from you, they won't know if they can do the opportunity that you're sharing with them. So you got to let them know where you were before, where you are right now, where you see this thing going, who you're working with, the community, and then edify the person that's doing the call for you. And then you put your phone on mute, right? And then if anybody's done a call with me before, I always like to bring the host back on for a testimonial so they can share about a product that they enjoy, a service that they enjoy, something that they like about the company. Because when you're launching somebody's business, watch this, it's not about you. See, when you're launching somebody else's business, for my experienced people or from people that want to launch in the future, it's not about you. It's about you edifying the person that's launching their business to their guests. It's about you talking highly of that person to the guests, because the guests are not about to join for you. They're joining for the person on the flyer with you, which could be the brand new customer or the Platinum 150. Remember, edification is everything. You got to make the person that you're launching sound like they're the next chairman, sound like they're the next Platinum 5,000 or next Platinum 2,000. And when you start doing that effectively, these launches work even better. And then this number will move up from 3 to 5 because you'll be enrolling 3 to 5 people from every launch that you do. But on a minimum, you should get at least 3. If I launch your business 4 times and we don't get 3 to 5 people, man, it ain't nothing wrong with me. It's something wrong with you. That's just how I look at it, because I know my prezo. I know when I speak, people signing up. And that's how you got to feel when you speak. You have to know that everybody that's listening is signing up for the opportunity. 100% enrollment. That's the mentality that you got to have when you're presenting the opportunity, right? So what am I going to do? Because remember, I got to enroll 12 to 15. I got to enroll my 12 to 15. But as I'm enrolling my 12 to 15, what am I doing with the 12 to 15? I got to help them get results. Once I help them get results, once they know that it works, how many people do you know that don't know how to do what you just did? All you did was copy and paste. How many people do you know that don't know how to do that? They let you know. You start building the list with them. You go through some 3-ways. Maybe somebody joins from the 3-way. Maybe they don't. But now when it's time to launch their business and the flyers come out, they can now start the invitation process. They can now start inviting, right? And then they launch their business. They're now hosting. What they're doing now, they're speaking. They probably never spoken on the Zoom before. Some of you guys on the call, you've never spoken on the Zoom before. You just sit there and listen. So you don't even know how I feel yet. But when you start hosting these calls, you can now start speaking on the Zoom. We do that 4 times. We're going to enroll minimum 3 to 5. So you just help somebody go Platinum 150. These 4 meetings, these should happen in their first month in the business. Once a week, on a light note, just once a week. You can do that once a week. See, the reason you ain't ranked up yet, because you ain't started doing this once a week yet. In the beginning. Then it's gonna go to, you start doing it once a day. And then you start doing it twice a day. Watch this. Yo, I ain't did this yet, so I really wanna do this. See, y'all boys ain't got that one. Y'all ain't got that joint. Y'all ain't got this joint right here. Amazon, 150, order it. Got here in 2 days. So check me out. Where I'm at. Now, if you notice, I said you got to do it 4 times. I said you got to do it 4 times. Here's why you got to do it 4 times. Because you're not trying to build a Platinum 150. What you're trying to do is set the example of what leadership looks like. What you're trying to do is give somebody something to model, give somebody something to follow, give somebody something to duplicate. Because after I show the plan for you 3 or 4 times, guess what you now know how to do? Show the plan. And watch this. See, the first time, the first few times, I'm gonna do it for you. I ain't gonna write this down. That's too much writing. And y'all see I can't write. The first 3 or 4 times, I'm gonna do it for you. All right? I'm gonna do the whole thing for you. You're gonna host, and then I'm gonna just do the call for you. First 3 or 4 times maybe. And then after that, you're gonna host and do the first half, and I'm gonna do the second half. All right? We're gonna do that a couple times. Because you should have been studying me, watching your workout partner show the plan for you. That's what you should have been doing. You should have been watching them do it, taking notes on what they're doing. And then it goes from me doing it 3 or 4 times, then you doing it and I'm with you, and then you're doing it with somebody else. I'm just watching you now. That's the process. And by the time all that happens, This person should be on their way to Platinum 1000. If they're not a Platinum 1000 already, they should definitely be, if they're showing a plan by themselves, they should be. I've done this with countless amounts of Deja. I just saw her in the chat. Asia Star. I can just go name after name of people that I've done this whole process with. I showed the plan 3 or 4 times for them. After that, we're gonna do it together. Then after that, they're doing it with other people. I'm just watching, and they don't need me anymore. Because your job as a leader is to make people as independent from you as quickly as possible. But you have to give them an example of what it looks like. That's why you have to do it 4 times. Nothing less. When you're working with a new customer, a new person that says they want to build the business, you want to do this process with them 4 times because they should have a clear example of what it looks like. Is this making sense? Let me know in the chat if this is all making sense. There go Deja right there in her chat. She did it. She's on her way to Platinum 2000 now. Right? So I remember the first time I told Deja that she was showing a plan, she was like, oh, what? Right? She did a great job. Now, laws of building the business. Laws of building the business. Here's what you got to understand. A customer in your business, they're not a customer until they have 2 customers. So when you bring people in, they're not even in until they've done this. Until they got in there 2 and 3, they're not in. Here's what you got to understand. The average person in network marketing, their lifespan is 76 days. That's the lifespan of somebody. See, you worry about retention, all that stuff, right? Whatever. But you got to understand, this is the average lifespan of a distributor in network marketing across the board in any company, don't matter. Most people, they don't last to 90 days. They're out within, 2 months. They're done. They're cooked. It's over with. That's why you got to be really good at helping people get results and then taking them through the process. So a customer is not a customer until they have 2 customers. But we obviously want to help people go Platinum 150 and get their 3. Now watch this. A leg of business is not a leg of business until that leg is 4 levels deep. So this is level 1, this is level 2, this is level 3, and this is level 4. Right? A team is not a team until that team is 8 levels deep. So now 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 levels. So what does that look like? I sponsor Geo. Geo sponsor this dude at Morehouse. This dude at Morehouse sponsors another dude at Morehouse. That dude at Morehouse sponsors this guy named Jalen. That dude named Jalen sponsors this dude named JBL Dupree. Wow. 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 So you got to understand that this business, it got to go levels deep, because when you take it levels deep, you're going to find the right people. See, for those that don't know, JBL Dupree is one of the youngest chairmen inside of the organization, inside of the company. He's 20 years old, earning $10,000 a month. He hit the position of chairman at 19 years old. But what if Geo didn't sponsor this person, and we didn't help this person sponsor this person, and we didn't go to Morehouse and do an event and find this person, and then this person called his brother in Chicago and say, bro, I got this opportunity. JBL was working at a car wash. Now he makes over 10K a month and he travels the world. I don't even know where JBL live at. He's a nomad. He's always building the business. But he showed up on the 5th level. And then JBL found somebody else. And there are so many Platinum 2000s that are levels deep on 8th, 9th, 10th level from the work that JBL has done, from us building the opportunity, from us traveling, being in the trenches. I can just go leg after leg and show you how we've done this. So you can't just stop here. You have to understand that you have to go deep within your organization, because watch this. Here's what you're looking for. Here's what you're looking for. Those are the laws. Here's what you're looking for. What you're looking for, family, is an IMPOM. And an IMPOM means new possibility of momentum. New possibility of momentum. New possibility of momentum. So what is an IMPOM? An IMPOM is somebody who has influence. An IMPOM is somebody who has contacts. An IMPOM is somebody who is currently playing, or they're willing to play the game. IMPOM, new possibility of momentum. They have influence, contacts, and they're willing to play the game, or they're currently already playing the game. And in 2018, I recognized JVL as an IMPOM. There are so many other individuals that I've recognized as IMPOMs. And sometimes you may not be the person that sponsors the IMPOM. It may happen levels under you. It may happen on your 4th level. It may happen on your 5th level. It may happen on your 8th level. It may happen on your 10th level. But your job as a leader or a leader in training is to identify who these individuals are. Because when you identify who these individuals are, you can now do a word that I love, use a process that I love to do called tap roots. This is called tap rooting. I really had this little glare. One day I'm gonna have a studio like David E. Monetier. Remember this recording. I'm gonna have a studio. I'm gonna have the sound system. I'm gonna have the screens. I'm gonna have that Grant Cardone screen where you can just kind of, it's electronic. I'm gonna have all that. So I just put it out there in the world. But anyway, you got a tap root. And tap rooting is basically you personally driving the organization deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And you have to be able to identify again who these people are. Who are the people in your organization that you may not have sponsored? You may have sponsored them, who knows, right? That have influence, contacts, and they're willing to play the game, or they're currently already playing the game. When you enroll somebody in the business, who do you know that I should know? Oh, I know John. When John comes into business, John, who do you know that I should know? I know Susie. Susie, who do you know that I should know? I know Brad. I just took the leg of business 4 levels deep by just asking the simple question, who do you know that I should know? Who do you know that I should know? Start practicing that. Who do you know that I should know? And you start tap rooting. But see, watch this now. This alone isn't enough. See, somebody with influence, somebody with contacts, and somebody that's willing to play the game, that's not just enough to say that, hey, I got an IMPOM now, right? What you now need to see is, okay, let's put their feet to the fire. Let's start doing some work. Let's launch a business. Let's travel to a market and do something. Let's see how many people that they can enroll. Because now if you identify somebody that could be this, and you go to their market, you do some Zoom calls for them, and they start the process of enrolling customers in the opportunity, then you have now identified the IMPOM. And what you do when you identify IMPOM, you identify a new possibility of momentum in your business, whether you sponsor them or not. You work with them as if you did. Write that down. You work with them as if you sponsor them. See, I'm gonna just call my boy Cade again, out there in Lafayette. See, Cade, if Cade joined the business, and I said, Cade looks like an IMPOM, right? But I didn't sign him up. I didn't enroll Cade into the opportunity. Somebody else did. What I'm going to do is now begin to make communication with K. I'm not trying to undercut the person that enrolled him in the business, but I do want to start the process of building the relationship so that I can be a cornerstone of help and support for him, because I see him as somebody with momentum or a new possibility of momentum. See, there's something called recruiting internally in your business. And this is what I've really learned how to do. And because I know how to recruit internally, AKA Taproot, I don't have to recruit externally so much. Why? Because I know how to build. See, recruiting and building are two completely different things. And when you learn how to build, you don't have to recruit so much. When you learn how to build a market, you don't have to recruit so much. When you learn how to taproot, you don't have to recruit so much, because there are people in your organization right now who you've never spoken to, but they could be an in-palm, but you don't know it because you never make communication with them, because you don't know what you're looking for. See, the number one job of a leader is to identify a leader. And when you identify that person, you start working with them. See, there's some new possibilities of momentum that recently showed up in my business. I wasn't even looking. They just showed up. And now I know exactly what to do to take them from where they are right now to where it is that they want to go. That's what it's about. And when you identify who these people are, again, you work with them as if you sponsor them, because guess what that's going to help you do? That's going to help you take the organization deep. And when your organization is taken deep, you can now find potential superstars, people that can potentially blow the business up. But if you don't understand, if you're not aware, remember, we don't perform to the level of our ability. We only perform to the level of our awareness. So if we're not aware that this is what we're supposed to do to build, then we won't do it. If we think that we just have to recruit, because watch this, when you recruit a whole lot of people, you got to understand you're building a whole lot of new relationships. Nothing is wrong with that. But there are people in your organization that already know you. They already see you. You do the calls. You do the trainings. They see you all the time, but they've never spoken to you before. And when you reach out to them, Telegram, Instagram, email, text message, they're going to say, oh, wow, Sherman Dumas, Platinum 2000. He was just doing a call. What he texting me for? He on my phone. Oh, wow. Okay. This is dope. Oh, wow. Brittany Burrell, she's the top trader. She's texting me. I gotta respond to this. JVL, Chairman 10, he's texting me. I gotta respond to this. All right. And now you have what you need to take the organization deep, and you don't have to recruit so many new people for you to build your business. See, when you recruit, right? Well, in this case, not even, because we don't even make a lot of money for personal signups. Understand that. You really, like, as a chairman, you don't even make money when you sign people up anymore. But even as a platinum, you only make $25. So the money isn't in recruiting. The money is in knowing how to build. The money is in taprooting. The money is identifying who are going to be the next leaders that are already in my business that I have not worked with yet, that I can now work with as if I sponsor, and I can take them through the whole process that I would a brand new customer. Because when I do that, I open up new relationships. I open up new contacts, and that person may lead me to this person. That person might not be the one though, but that person may lead me to that person. That person might not be the one though. And then that person might lead me to that person. And that could be the person that I'm looking for. But you won't know that if you don't run through the numbers. If you don't take on the ownership of what it's like to build a business, because the laws are set up for a reason. See, a customer isn't a customer until they have 2 customers. A leg of business isn't a leg of business until it's 4 levels deep. A team is not a team until it's 8 levels deep. So you wonder why your team isn't working. It might be because you don't have a team yet. You may just have people. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe that could be the reason why nothing is moving in the organization, because you really don't have a team yet. You just have people. You just got a community, and nothing wrong with that. Because now you're aware that, hey, I just can't try to just sign people up because it's not a recruiting game. This is a building game. And if I can learn how to build, if I can just learn how to build the business, if I can just learn the fundamentals. See, that's why we had to go through all the stuff that we went through this week, because now you understand the fundamentals. You understand now that, okay, I don't have to just, just send out a text. I got to confirm it. I can't just, just send somebody a link. I got to confirm it. I can't just build a list of anybody. I have this blueprint on what I need to do to build a successful list. I can't just post a link and think that's promoting. I can't just post a flyer and think that's promoting. See, you have everything that you need now to go Platinum 1000. And now you know what you have to do to help other people go Platinum 1000. Because now when you identify the people, your brand new Platinum 600s, your brand new Platinum 1000s. I love asking people this question. Oh, this is my favorite question to people in my organization. Oh, I love it. Yo, who are you excited about in your business right now? I love asking people that. Who are you excited about in your business right now? Because once you tell me who you're excited about, what's going on, fam? How you doing? How's everything going? Everything going cool? And I'm sending you a message on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram. I'm sending you a message because I'm trying to build that relationship with you. I may even ask the person that I'm working with to introduce me to the person that they're working with so we can create this synergy and we can start working and I can start tap rooting in the organization. So I don't have to waste my time with a bunch of people, watch this, who just want to join me and be a customer. Nothing wrong with that. But you got to understand, family, this business is not about customers. It's about leadership development. You develop enough leaders, they'll go out there and find the customers. Man. But we don't perform to the level of our ability. We only perform to the level of our awareness. And some things we won't know until it's our time. And because you're on this call and you're hearing this information, now it's your time. So you can't be that person that, doesn't know how to do this stuff anymore. You know how to go Platinum 1000. I'm gonna give it to you again. Enroll 12 to 15 customers. If you're serious, you're gonna enroll 20. You're gonna help them get results. You're gonna identify 3 to 5 of those individuals that are gonna go Platinum 150. Boom. How do I do that? Well, how do I help them go Platinum 150? I'm gonna help them get results and ask them the question, who do you know that I should know? How many people do you know that don't know how to do this? All right, cool. Out of that list of nobody, can we get a quick list about 15 to 20 people? Not 50, not 100, because watch this. When we go through the list of 15 to 20, guess what we're gonna do? Maybe make another list. Because most people can't think that big of 50 names at one time, even though they got 50 in their phone, even though they got 100 in their phone, they can't think that fast. But if you say something that they can do, it's called an A-type goal. Just give people A-type goals. Can we get a quick list of 10 to 15 names that we can peak, show the plan, and then do a 3-way call with? And we're gonna run through that process because now watch this now. There's always a method to the madness because when we go through this PS3 method, what I'm now teaching them is how to do it. They now know how to PS3. So when they enroll customers into their business, guess what they can do with their customers now? PS3. When I launch their business, they see me do it. Guess what they can do when they bring in new customers? They can now launch their business because they saw me do it 4 times. And so now guess what I got? Freedom, because I build leaders. See, this business should only be a job for so long. It shouldn't be a job forever. At some point, you got to transition to a business owner because you build leadership. And the only way to build leadership is by giving people an example of what leadership actually looks like. And you have to keep showing them that example. And as you're showing them that example, you're telling them why you're doing it the way that you're doing it. That's why this whole call, I didn't just tell you what to do. I'm giving you reasons as to why you have to do it that way. And if you don't want to do it that way, then, oh, well, that's your business. But this is what I know. This is what I've learned. And when you show people that example, and you set the right example, the right people are going to do it the right way. Because watch this, you don't need everybody. You just need a few. See, when you start identifying these impulses in your business, remember, sometimes you may be the person that sponsors them. Sometimes you may not be the person that sponsors them. But that's why you got to ask your organization, because you could have a customer in your business that just enrolled one of their good friends who has 1 million followers, 100,000 followers, that has crazy influence. But if you don't ask them that question, who you excited about in your business right now? Like, who killing it? Who doing well in your business right now? They may not ever tell you because they don't know to tell you. Why? Because they don't know. They're customers. They're Platinum 150s. They're not really in the mode of building it. They may not be on this call right now. But that's okay, because you are. And guess what you got to do now? Take the information, go back and apply it. Because you can't say you know any of this stuff until you apply it. You can't say you know what an impalm is until you start identifying them. You can't say you know how to tap root until you start tap rooting. You can't say you know how to launch until you start launching. I'm telling you, this stuff works. This is the only way I know how to build the business. Enroll 12 to 15. Help 3 to 5 people go Platinum 150. You're Platinum 1000. Duplicate that process 7 to 10 times. You're a Chairman 10 earning $10,000 a month. It's too easy. What's my process of doing that? Well, I got to take my legs 4 levels. And then I got to take it 8 levels. Somewhere between that 4th and 8th level, I'm always going to find the impalm. I'm always going to find the impalm. Somewhere between that 4th and 8th level, I'm always going to find the impalm. Just how it works. Just a game. And understand this whole process, there's purpose behind it. Everything that you do, you're setting the example of what your organization should be doing. Think about this question here. If your organization saw what you did every single day, what kind of duplication would you have in your business? If there was a camera following you around all day, a hidden camera that could watch your every move, watch your every moment, see everything that you're doing, and they had to report this back to your leaders, report this back to your organization, would you have duplication in your business? Would your team look at that camera, that video, and say, dang, that's my leader, he grinded. My leader's learning. My leader's showing the plan. My leader's doing the right thing. Or will they just see somebody who's just posting about it? See, I really believe if you do the work, other people will post it for you. That's what I believe. I believe if you start grinding, people will post it for you. People will post you grinding. You won't have to post it. People will just do it for you. When you set that example, people will follow you. When you give people something to follow, you have duplication. So over the course of this week, you've learned everything that you need to become a Platinum 150. If you're already a Platinum 150, it doesn't matter because you got to create Platinum 150s. So you've learned everything, Platinum 1000, right? You learn everything that you need to go Platinum 1000, and you've learned everything that you need to know to duplicate Platinum 1000s. Now watch this. There's so much more knowledge and information out there that you're going to acquire over the course of time because this is only a 4-day training. But if you don't act on what you already know, what you're supposed to know might not get revealed to you. So this information that you've learned this week, this is enough for you to start taking action so everything else can be revealed to you. See, I can't give you everything in a 4-day training. But you've learned enough to start taking action every single day. And then the right information is going to start popping up on YouTube. The right mentors are going to start showing up. The right people are going to start showing up. The right leaders, the right impalms are going to start showing up because you now know how to work with them. You now know the process of launching them. You now know the process of taking a leg of business deep. You now know how to do an effective three-way call. You now know how to edify. You now know how to tell your story. You got examples of three ways. You got examples of telling stories. You have everything that you need to go out there and change your family's life, to change your organization. But like my bro just said in the chat, Malcolm, you got to run the play. So I love you all. I pray that you got value this week. I'm going to unmute the chat real quick. Let me know. Make some noise if you got value this week.
Value!
All right, family, it's lit. So all of these recordings will be posted in the morning on my YouTube channel. Make sure they're going to be in a playlist. All 4 videos, all 4 trainings will be in a playlist. Make sure you pass them to your organization. Have them watch it, because it's not enough for you to know this information. Every one of your leaders, the people you're working with, they have to know it. Don't be like me. My first year in network marketing, I was the person that wanted to be the person that just taught it to my team. Right? I wanted to be the cool guy. I wanted to teach everybody everything. And that's what I told you guys on the first night with the promotion. I wanted to go to the events and come back and teach everybody. But if I could have just got my organization the same stuff that I got, I can only imagine where I would be today. So my YouTube channel is my name, Riyad Jones. There's a lot of content on there. But with that being said, I love you all. Have a safe weekend. See you at the beach or the bank. Good night. God bless.